What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new AEW Jaswares Dalton Castle and the Outrunners, because we're running hot, brother! Let's get stuck into it because there's a lot to talk about with AEW Jaswares line in general, but we'll do that at the end of this video. Let's talk about these boys first because we've got Dalton Castle peacocking his ass off in this unbelievable outfit that they've got him in. With that being said, this figure has some serious flaws, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But first of all, I just want to say my first impression of this figure is obviously that it looks amazing. Once we start trying to get use out of some of these soft good pieces, things start to fall apart a little bit. The first thing I wanted to kind of mention was what is going on with this head sculpt right here? I mean, I know Dalton Castle loves to have his eyebrow cocked, but that just seems ridiculous. I mean, that is a very unnatural angle for anybody's eyebrow to be at. So I know Dalton Castle's got a decent eyebrow game, but it is not alien in nature like this thing looks. And that's a real shame because I love the smirky face, but that eyebrow just completely takes away my interest in displaying him with that head. Luckily, it's got a pretty good yelling head instead. So he comes with the two heads, he comes with a set of fists, he comes with a set of open hands that are, I believe, designed to grip onto this little pole that is here in the, in his thing. Oh, actually, that might be how it goes. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how the fuck to pose this thing. It has not been fun. Even had my missus having a go, she couldn't figure it out. We looked at some of the pictures and we couldn't really figure out how they managed to get it in that pose. But I reckon if you put those bits in his hand like this, oh, I think we've got ourselves a peacock right there. Oh, thank God for that. I did not know how to pose this thing. I was starting to get real frustrated and down on it. I was like, man, this is a great figure, but it doesn't pose for shit. But here you go, ladies and gentlemen, the full peacock Dalton Castle. Let's see if he stands up. It's still so, like, this neck part here, it doesn't latch onto anything and it moves around like so easily. But yep, I'm incredibly happy with that. Jesus Christ, I don't ever want to take that out of that pose. But I think I've got it figured out. Let me know at home if you are here because you're wondering how the hell to pose this, and if this was helpful, and if it was, please subscribe because that'd be very helpful to me. So looking at the attire that he's wearing, I love the sparkly jumpsuit that he's got on. It's very Dalton Castle. It goes all the way around as well. He's got a picture of a peacock on the back there, which again is completely obstructed, but I appreciate the, yeah, see, this thing's just fallen off. It's very finicky, but I appreciate the attention to detail that they've put into this with the tassels and everything like that. It really is just a great action figure. Now, I don't know, I might take the jumpsuit off, but I hear it's very difficult to do. I did just want to say that his waistband is incredibly low for Dalton Castle. He should have his waistband up around his nipples like he does in real life, but that I think was a lost opportunity. But as we know, the Jaswares team is wrapping up their AEW action figure run, I guess, and maybe that was just a little bit extra paint that they didn't have the budget for, which is a shame because I find his high-waisted tights to be quite distinctive, and it would have been nice to see them on an action figure. Instead, I'll just be definitely keeping the jumpsuit on. But in terms of articulation, he doesn't have butterfly joints or anything like that, but you do have plenty of articulation in the midsection like all of the AEW figures do. You know, I think that's one of the things that this figure line did really well right from the get-go, was like good torso articulation on all of their figures. So again, I am going to miss the AEW line because I think especially the exclusives, like ringside exclusives and stuff like that, I think they all just turned out like so good. We're talking about the Tony Storm, Thunder Rosa Blood and Guts, the Jay Lethal, the Danhausen figure. I mean, in my opinion, they were some of the best wrestling figures that we've gotten over the last few years. And this is right up there as well. I'm very curious to see how the photos are going to turn out with it because, again, this is such a photogenic figure, even though it's got the wonky eyebrow over here. But does he pass the Tarantino test? That is the question.
Tarantino test.
So this part of the video is where I talk about the feet of the action figure, because I like to pose my figures, and if you don't have good feet, then you don't get good poses. And he's got great feet, you know, the typical AEW flat feet, they stand up just fine. Whoops. I didn't even try and get his legs in the right spot. There you go. But no complaints about these at all. Quentin Tarantino thinks that they are just glorious.
Tarantino test.
So my final thoughts on this are that it's amazing. Like, it's such a shame that we're not going to see more figures like this from the Jaswares team. They did soft goods, I think, a lot better than the Mattel guys ever did. Again, their exclusives, like the ringside exclusives and stuff like that, were always very, very just well presented and well put together. And this one is no different. Now, I bought this, I had to get some company that will do a US PO box for me, so that I can actually get this posted to me in Australia, because Jaswares wouldn't do it. And so I got the box that they posted it in. Inside that was the box that Jaswares posted it out to. Inside that was a shipper. Inside the shipper is this case right here. Inside this case is this case right here, which is another box. And inside of this box is the actual figure box. So it was kind of funny that I had like 8 layers of box to get through. But I really like the way that they do these ROH figures. Like I mentioned, I got the Danhausen one, and I actually got it signed as well, which was great to meet Danhausen and get him to write, "No teeth and no curses make Danhausen something something," which was a request that I put in, and he was very obliging to get onto that. But yeah, these ROH packages, like I say, I haven't seen Mattel do anything that looks this good. I would put these particular two up against any of the Coliseum collection for the WWE Mattel team. They just turned out so good. Well, yeah, this is a fantastic figure, and if you like Dalton, you should probably get onto this, because I don't know when he will get another figure, and I'm really happy that I got it, because I'm looking forward to finding a shelf that I can put this as the centerpiece on. I have a funny feeling my missus might have some ideas about that. And speaking of great packaging, the Outrunners 2-pack came in an amazing box. Have a look at this thing here. The Miami Vice pink and blue, it looks so good. Truth Magnum, Turbo Floyd, running hot. The oldest young men, or the youngest old men, whatever they are alive, absolutely love them. Got Outrunners on the side there, and Outrunners running hot on this side. I thought these were perforated and they would pop out, but they do not. And then once, and oh, it farted, there you go. And then you got this on the back as well, which again, perfect for getting an autograph on. That's what I love about these AEW Jaswares special edition figures. You've got something, even if you open the figure up, you've still got something that you can go and get signed. And that is what the front of it looks like as well. And here are the boys. I love what they've done with this. Let's quickly get this bit out of the way first, because this is kind of weird. Looking at the fingers, Turbo has like white taping around his fingers, and Truth Magnum does not. So if I go by that rule, for some reason, there seems to be a lot more hands for Turbo than Truth, or have I just completely wronged myself here? No, they have the same number of hands. That's right, this one has a tattoo on it for some reason. So I'm guessing that that is definitely Truth's tattoo, but I don't know why this hand doesn't have it on, and why that hand doesn't have it on either. But they both came with 2 extra heads, like this smiley one, and then the... Is he doing duck face? Is Truth doing duck face on this one here? But really good. They're both really toyetic, especially Turbo Floyd. Like, his dark eyebrows and the dark undergrowth, very, very distinctive. Truth's mustache is incredible. These guys are just so fucking toyetic, and I'm very, very happy that they got their own figures. So let's start with Turbo. He comes with a soft goods shirt that's got like that huge rip on it, like the old 80s guys ripped, and it sits so good. Like, you can get it to kind of sit over the shoulder, you can have it like hanging down, you can have it right up the top. It just is such a versatile little piece. And he's also got these blue tassels here that are attached to the headband for him. Oh, by the way, that's like a very pixelated Outrunners top. I don't know if it's pixelated in real life or if that's just how it looks in the figure version. But the accessories that come with him are the glasses. They're not the best. They seem to be sitting okay, but I don't really like those as an accessory. I do like the face that we've got there with the tongue sticking out. What's weird about this is the bandana actually goes underneath his hair. So if you want to take this off, you either have to like bend it around the hair, or more importantly, you just pop that off and it just comes out like there. So if you want to swap the bandana over, you kind of need to swap the hair as well. Unless that's just how it sits in the box. Is it supposed to go all the way on? No, it doesn't. It doesn't sit right like that. So yeah, if you do want to put that one back on, you actually have to go across the front and then make sure that that is sitting behind. And then the tassels would just sort of like hang down there. So that is what you can do. Let's have a look at the articulation on him anyway. His torso is like almost a bit loose, but I haven't really had any issues with it popping out or like moving while I've been trying to pose it, so it's okay. Pinned, double jointed, everything. I'll take it. Honestly, these guys are so toyetic. Having pinned arms doesn't really affect that at all. The neck has like one of those kind of hinges, like a back and forth hinge. I don't know if you can see it. If I'm doing it properly, look at him, he's doing the Pee Wee Herman dance. No butterfly joints. The waist doesn't really go. I don't even really want to force it. It's very tight. It does feel like the quality of these figures is a little bit lower than some of the ones we've had in the past. The knees are a little bit stiff for him. The ankles are a tiny bit loose. Like I say, it hasn't affected any real posing, but it does feel noticeably like worse than what these figures would have felt like, you know, a couple of years ago when we were getting like Tony Storm and things like that. The paintwork on him is great. We've got Turbo on the back. The bright pink boots are very toyetic, and the stripes on the side. This is definitely the attire of theirs that I would have chose if I had the choice to make. So very happy to see this particular color scheme on them. And that's Turbo Floyd. I feel like he could be a bit more jacked and a bit more tanned as well. Don't you? I feel like Turbo, and especially Truth, we're definitely going to talk about being more jacked and tanned in a moment. But yeah, I think he still looks fantastic the way he is. Alright, here's Truth. He's got the Outrunners on their Wave Runners, which is fucking fantastic. Absolute amazing. Like I say, I wish he was way more tanned. Way more of that, like, horrific, fake 80s tan. And I think that would have added to it quite a bit. But he's not, and that's okay. Could be more jacked as well, that's the other complaint. But, you know, the line is going out. It is what it is. Now, I believe his glasses are identical to... No, I think they're actually slightly different. They look like the thickness is a little bit different on the black part around the side, but they look pretty identical, and they sit about the same. They're not ideal, but they'll do the job. Love this face right here with his big moustache and his tongue hanging out. He's as 80s as you could possibly be. The big chain, even though it sits a little bit wonky, once you've got this thing on, all of this just kind of works. Like, say, it's not really upset by it. These accessory pieces here are fucking brilliant. I would love to see more of these in wrestling action figures in the future. No headbands or anything for him, but he does come with, like I say, well, both of them come with the pointing hands. So, you know, we've got plenty of options here. Hang on, where's your other pointing hand? Truth! If you do want to get him like this and have him spinning around, this is how that shit's going to turn out. And I love it. I love that they got so many pointing hands. I wouldn't have hated like a proper gripping double set of hands, like for the double elbow. I think that would have really put this set over the top. Maybe it came along a bit late in the process and they couldn't really do that, but I think that's the one thing that is definitely missing from this. We do get hands for both of them that can be like grabbing sort of thing. I guess it'd be these two here because we've got the tattoo and then we've got the other one there. It's not ideal, but I think it does the trick. If you spend enough time, you can probably get it pretty close. Articulation on him, the upper torso is not as bad as it is on Turbo Floyd, but it's pretty good. Got Truth written on the back. We've got his tattoo on there, which looks all right. And yeah, again, no complaints. No complaints on the paint app or articulation or anything like that. These figures are as good of a AEW Jaswares figure as I've ever seen. Again, we have had better ones in the past, so that's probably not quite accurate, but again, I'm just blown away by how these look and how well they fit into my 80s WWF shelf, like Roddy Piper hanging out with them. What about Coco Beware and the Outrunners? What about that? Tons of accessories, great box, great pack, and he's going to pass the Tarantino test as well. You know that's happening.
Tarantino test.
It's a pass. So my final thoughts on these figures are, I'm so sad that Jaswares is no longer making AEW figures. I mean, in Australia, we didn't really get much of the main line of the AEW figures. I would always have to get them from Ringside. I think we got in retail about, over the years, maybe 5 or 6 actual waves of AEW figures. Most of them coming in the last couple of years, but we didn't see any of these on shelves, so there was no real urge to go out there and collect them. But unless you like Ortiz, because if you do, I can get you 1,000 of his figures. But I would get the Ringside exclusives. They would go on special and sale and stuff like that. I always pick them up at a discount, and every single time I was like, these are fucking awesome. Like, I know they're not the same as Ultimate Editions, and Jaswares had their Supreme line for that. But for me, these were a step up from the Elites, and I don't know what category that puts them in, but I'm really sad that that company is not going to have a chance to make more figures. I wonder what AEW has in mind for the future, because I hope that they're going to continue to, have that kind of merchandise out there and at least have the optic of being on the same level as WWE, but there's a lot happening in the world of toys at the moment. If you're watching this, you probably already know. Mattel's got DC, Mattel's got the Ninja Turtles, McFarlane's got NBA, Hasbro's got bloody something or other. There's a lot happening in the world of action figures in terms of who's making what, and I hope that we find in the next few months some sort of announcement that AEW has something planned with somebody else. It would be a real shame if they just aren't doing well enough that they have to eliminate that part of the business. That doesn't seem like it has a good look to me, and I don't think AEW is doing that bad that they can't continue on. So hopefully this is a good thing, and if these are the last AEW figures that come out, there's a Smart Mark. I might try and get it Smart Mark. Well, maybe. We'll see. But if these 3 are my last big purchase of AEW action figures, then I'm very, very satisfied with the after-dinner mint that was the Outrunners and Dalton Castle. And lastly, I did actually get to see Dalton Castle and the Outrunners live at AEW in Brisbane a couple of months ago, and it was very, very fun. I took a bit of footage. I did make a video on my other channel about the night. I don't think I made it public, but here's the section of it where I'm talking about Dalton Castle and the Outrunners. Thank you for checking this video out, and as always, be well, stay safe, look after your figs, ta-ta, and farewell. My partner was very happy to see the Outrunners on the show. That's another act that we didn't know was going to be on there, and were very much hoping they would. So we finally got to participate in the giant "You son of a bitch," which was amazing. Look at these 80s icons. The oldest men, the youngest oldest men, or whatever they're called. So they're fighting these 2 little guys here, right? I don't know if wrestling regular watchers know these guys and they're like, oh, this is going to be a good match. I thought they were jobbers. They came out to crickets. Absolute, there was a lot of low points of energy throughout the night, but their entrance was probably the lowest. I think it was right after intermission as well. It was just nothing happening. And then they went on to have a fucking great match. Alright, so for those that don't know, the Outrunners have their Predator movie-inspired move where they go, "You son of a bitch!" slap hands, and then they do a big double elbow. I got a little bit of a giggle from some of the people around me, because I wanted to yell, "You son of a bitch," but then one of the other tag team guys broke up the move, and they didn't get to do it, and I said this. Oh! Come on!
You son of a bitch!
Everybody, I'm here till Thursday. Try the steak. I know the Outrunners will be trying the steak. Pretty sure that's all they fucking eat. See, these 2 little chaps are actually going pretty hard. I thought they were just going to get squashed. I thought we were going to get us a good old-fashioned 80s squash match. There was a funny part in that match as well. I don't know if this is a regular spot, but one of the Outrunners had his shirt on, and the crowd just started chanting, "Take your shirt off, take your shirt off." And they kind of like waited for a moment, and then he did it. I'm guessing this is a regular thing that they do, but great way to manipulate the crowd. Just inexplicably wear a t-shirt and don't explain it, and wait for them to notice it. Oh, wait, here it is. I did get it. Sweet. Oh my god, this one goes for 4 minutes. All right, there's 2 videos on here that are like 4 minutes long. Let's have a watch. Take your shirt off.
Oh, come on!
Honestly, I totally forgot the referee was off in the other corner arguing.
Take his shirt off! Yes!
And yeah, I guess the last thing that you're allowed to like outright hate on a person as a group is their hair situation, because there was a lot of bald jokes and bold chants happening in that thing. I think that's going to be a big thing in wrestling crowds for a while, is going after any heel that is bald. Like, really let them know that they don't have any hair. The fucking bald pricks. Oh, okay, I think this is where Turbo starts going absolutely fucking shit sandwich crazy on the outside.
Oh! Referee, what the fuck are you doing?
A valid question. I still feel that way. Here we go. Come on, Turbo, get in there, massacre everybody, and then rip your shirt off in all your barrel-chested glory. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Oh, that gets me every time. That might be my favorite spot in a tag team match, when somebody goes for the thing and the other team rips the opponent off the apron. It's a very good spot. And that's what I mean. This match ended up being quite good. They did some very classic, typical tag team moves or whatever, and like spots and things like that, but they did them well. Like this is so 80s.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is when he just starts going absolutely crazy. Yeah. It's like that clip of The Undertaker. Someone should have handed him a bottle of water so he could throw it all in his face and just start spitting at the air, like that crazy old clip of The Undertaker.
Yes!
Fuck him up!
Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh! Take your shirt off!
Oh, God.
You fucked up!
The "you fucked up" chant because the guy hit Turbo Floyd.
Ooh! Ooh!
The audience went fucking mental for that. The guy behind me is just like, I don't care who wins at this point, this is great.
Here we go! Here we go!
I ended up missing there, "you son of a bitch." I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, which that's probably the worst part of the night, was not catching that on camera, because I love it. I love these guys so much. And yeah, they came out and cut a promo, and I don't know if anyone like on my Patreon is watching this that's never seen these characters or knows about wrestling, but yeah, Dalton Castle comes out, and he is just the most unique fucking character I can think of in wrestling. There's such an androgynous side to him, and he's a babyface. He's allowed to be a good guy as well. So let's watch Dalton come out and do his thing.
If you're anything like me, and I know I am,
If you're anything like me, and I know I am.
you're having a hell of a time in Brisbane tonight. But you know something? Something ain't quite right. I think something or somebody is missing. Tell them, Herb. The Outrunners love Australia!
Yeah. I don't know if I caught it on here or not, but one of them cuts a promo and he's like, no, I think I just missed it. He's like, we saw the wildlife in Sydney, and the entire Brisbane crowd's like, boo. And then he's like, and we saw the wildlife in Brisbane, and they're like, hey. It was so funny. He clearly was like, oh, whoops, I thought they would cheer that.
We saw the wildlife
Oh, here it
in
is.
Sydney! We saw the wildlife here in Brisbane! Hell, even Tony Overcloud made an appearance tonight! With all the creatures and the beautiful women here, Australia!
Tony, he called her Tony Overcloud. Her name is Tony Overcast, and she's a drag queen. He's a drag queen character I guess she is a drag queen character played by a guy that's based on Tony Storm's name. So that's why Tony Overcast is in the front row. But Tony Overcast was getting a lot of attention.
Not one time did we see a 6 foot, 230 pound peacock!
This is one of the most entertaining and absurd and lavish entrances ever. This is so fucking good. I don't know how this came to be. Oh yeah, that's right. We get these guys dancing. Some wild moves. Don't ask me to explain this gimmick. I don't know. All I know is he knows exactly who the fuck he is. It's a 6 foot peacock. So Dalton Castle ended up having a match with, I think he fought Takeshita? Maybe? Perhaps? I think it was. I think he fought Takeshita, and Takeshita won. But it was so much fun watching that match and seeing Dalton Castle do his thing live in person. Another wrestler that I've only seen like bits and pieces of, but he's so eye-catching with what he does. You can't help but watch.